Let's see if we're getting ready. I think we're ready. All right, welcome to Out of the Draft Podcast, season 3, episode 12. I totally forgot we're in season 3. Either way, how you guys doing tonight?
Doing good. Glad to be back.
For sure, for sure. Any big news this week for any of y'all?
I got a haircut.
Dude, looks good.
Oh, thanks, man.
Uh,
Really, way to boost my self confidence.
Yeah, no problem.
Gonna need it after this lose tonight.
Chill.
Well, I guess that's it. We had a good NASCAR weekend, I would say. Well, definitely when we get to the Cup race, it was, as you can see in the title, it's one of the best next gen races we've ever seen. So, with that being said, would you like to go ahead and start off with the trucks? Is that a race?
Yeah, trucks raced. Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. I obviously, as you can tell, I didn't watch it. I was a little slacker. Let me pull up the.
For the most part, I mean, it's kind of Kyle and Ben Rhodes for stage one. They seem to be the quickest. Yeah. Mainly Ben more in the long run. Kyle was battling tight all day, but both times in stage 1 and 2, they ended up having kind of like an odd caution in the middle of the stage, so it ended up making the tire strategies and stuff kind of all over the place.
Yeah, they had like cautions like with 8 to go, so it was like either you stay out or.
Yeah, it was both in both stages like that too. Yeah. So it made the running order all jumbled up the whole race, which kind of created a lot of incidences. Yeah. I think for the most part, Ben Rhodes, Kyle, and Majeski probably had the 3 best cars, and all 3 of them ended up getting some sort of damage and so forth at some point in the race, and pretty much killed their opportunity at the wins.
Yeah, so I do remember watching it now. I just fell asleep in stage 3. Stage 2. Did you say Tom Majeski won? Or
I did not, but yeah.
Yeah, he won. Was there anything that like big happened?
I think it was just that one wreck with the 10 to go or whatever, but I think it was like a 2 car. And it wasn't nothing crazy to even remember, really.
I do know Grant Enfinger at this point. Certainly, you can tell he was the fastest car at this point on in the race.
At that point,
yeah. He made it through the field really quick. He kind of led the rest of the way, really.
Yeah.
And congrats to Grant Enfinger. That's his first win of the season. His 7th all time in the Truck Series. And that actually locks him in to the playoffs. So that's good.
Yeah.
He is now the 5th driver to lock himself in.
Yeah, that's interesting. I don't know how I feel about Grant. I mean, he shows here and there that he's talented, but then I don't know. I don't like the way he races half the time.
Nah, he's a complete asshole. And I'm gonna say that when I like see like young kids race the way they do, I think of him. Like, seriously.
Right.
Just because he just doesn't care. Like,
no, yeah.
And it's not like he's good enough to where he didn't have to earn it, right? Like, I mean, he's had to work because, I mean, he's not that good. So,
right.
I'm not saying he's bad, but he's just not your Corey Heim who can just go out there and win a truck race, right? And who also has money. So it's like, it's a big, I don't know. I just don't know why he races the way he does. It doesn't make sense for where he grew up and how he grew up to me.
Right. I agree. Going back to the Truck Series and with the Majeski situation, what do you think about that with Raja and Majeski?
Well, so I think obviously it's Roger's fault for sure. I mean, it was definitely Crew's fault.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh yeah, 100%.
but I do believe right there at that moment, the spotters you can't see. So if he said clear, I don't know. They didn't even play the radio or
Right.
and honestly it's the truck series, so I didn't care to go listen. I just saw that he made he made one block and I think that was fine. But I thought the moment he kept going up, that's you're just looking for a disaster, especially with the way the spoilers are, and you can just suck up so fast.
Yes, especially with how we saw it, the way that he kind of almost slingshotted him, was going to be anyway off of 4 there.
Yeah.
And yeah, I agree. That first block was alright, but that second one, he was just there.
And that's just experience. I don't think. I mean, realistically, I'm not gonna judge him for. I mean, obviously you want to judge the guy for it, but it's not something that he does on a week-to-week basis. He just had a fast car, and honestly, I think if it stays green, I think he's the only one that can kind of contend with the 23.
I agree,
just because of how good his car was, and so I think he was just trying to gain so much position early instead of just being a little bit more patient, but.
Right.
That'll come with time.
No, yeah, I completely agree. The reason I asked is because I wanted to know other opinions. Because really, when I saw it happen and stuff, I didn't think too much of it. I knew it was Rajah's fault and stuff. And on top of that, I mean, it was a racing deal. Like you said, the spotters might not have been able to see fully clearly, and it was close. He might have been clear for a split second there. And but yeah, the reason I even mentioned it is because my parents were on the opposite side of it. They asked me about it, and they were like, "Man, Ty dumped him," and I was like, "What race are you watching?"
Yeah, that's interesting because I did see a lot of that too, and then of course you had social media you never want to look at, but there's a lot of mixed emotions, with it, but it wasn't too bad. It was either. You believed he shouldn't have blocked, or you believe that Majeski should have just lifted. I don't think he dumped him.
Right. Right. Yeah, I don't either. I think ultimately it was just a racing incident.
Yeah, for sure.
But I think it was stemmed from Rajah's lack of experience, and like you said, trying to get everything he can get, and as we had even saw it that up to that point, and obviously the rest of the race as well. Like you had mentioned, the drafting closing rate was extreme. The whole race, it was probably one of the biggest I've ever seen it for the trucks. I mean, they've always had a high draft, but I mean the way that they pulled up, especially right late going into the corners, it was just like, I mean, they're just freaking flying. So I think it was probably a lot to try and take in for that, and I don't know if it was his first time there at Vegas or not. Well, no, I think he ran the full season last year as well. But, yeah, I think just learning experience, and he'll learn from that and move forward. I think he's got potential, though.
Yeah, I think he's pretty decent, honestly. I mean, even I think it was Kevin Harvick who said that every race he's in the spotter stage trying to learn like lines and
right.
It literally just trying to gain as much information as possible.
Yeah,
and I'm sure people are they're stupid, so I'm sure things are going to be said. So just because of who he is,
right? Sadly,
yeah, he's a racer. That's all that matters.
Absolutely.
Anyways, we'll go to the Cup Series. For sure, it started off. By the way, it was my first Sunday by myself watching a race. Well, Kylie was here, obviously, but it was like the first race that I was able to get to watch in my own house, enjoy it, and started off lap 5. I mean,
yeah,
Tyler Reddick just misjudged completely. And it could have been the same thing at the spotters of what we just said,
right?
Because it's in the same area.
Yeah.
But just completely went up and took out
Turned him.
took out Larson a lap 5 into the race. But right before that happened, about a lap before, you had William Byron, who was in the lead, get really loose, hit back into the wall just a little bit, which saved him, and then he went back to 4th at that time. And then, of course, they were just battling for the lead lap after lap after that. And then you can kind of tell that all the Toyotas are fast right here. In stage 1, literally, they couldn't catch Joe Gibbs. All Toyotas were literally all 6 cars were 1 through 7 was like Chastain in 5th. Like, it was... Yeah, it was mad stupid to begin with. And I was like, okay, well, this is going to be a boring race, I thought. And you can just tell, like, I mean, the 19 and 11 drove off. They were 10 seconds in front of the field. And I was like, ooh, tire fall off is real. And then all of a sudden, stage 2 hit. And anybody wants to talk about that, that was...
Go ahead, Mitch. I missed all of stage 1 and some of stage 2. I watched all of stage.
I had it on, but I didn't really get to pay attention to it. So.
How did stage 2 start? I don't remember.
So
I know I watched it, but
so this is the point. I think Byron at this point is 2 laps down. He had a speeding penalty, and also he was fixing anyways. He was 2 laps down. Larson was in the back. Chase was struggling. There's a reason why I'm saying these drivers, because they would be a factor later.
Right.
And then you had some new players up front started the stage. You had Kyle Busch starting to creep up there. Ross was still up there most of the day, but you had Noah Gragson being up there. Just a lot of different drivers up in the top 10 that weren't usually there at the start of stage 2, and then just a lot of chaos. There was literally like 18 laps into the stage. There's a caution, and so there's a lot of cautions in stage 2 of wrecks over and over again, and so people were using up their tires that they had. And so at the end of the race, you knew it was going to be who had the most tires if there's a caution, right?
Right.
And so during this time, we had Christopher Bell. This incident was really weird to me when I watched it. So Christopher Bell was coming off of turn 2, and Chastain was in front of him, from the bottom, sliding across the nose of the 20, like clear. He's not rubbing him.
Mm-hmm.
And then I guess Chastain checked up a tad bit just to make the corner, and then so the 20 had a massive run from the top, gets down below, tries to side draft is what he said, and he just straight up dumped himself, like he rear-ended him and it just turned in the corner. But why? I don't understand. Like, you're a Cup driver. Like, I don't understand how that's.
Yeah, I remember watching that too, and I didn't know what really happened.
Honestly, because I didn't show the replay right at first. Actually, I don't think the broadcast really ever did. It was NASCAR.com.
I think I saw
it. But Chase was right behind him, and I really thought, because on the radio, I was listening to Chase's radio when it was commercial or whatever. He goes, "No, I didn't get any damage." So my thought, personally, I was like, "Oh, I guess Chase did it, right?" Just from the in-car audio.
The conversation, right?
And I was like, "Oh, well, that's good." But no, he just straight up tried to side draft and took himself out. There's another incident. Oh, the Kyle Busch one. This one was interesting. There were 4 wide. Well, they said there were 3 wide between the 6, the 11, and the 54. Larson, I don't know. He makes it 4 wide in between the 6 and 11. They're rubbing doors. All 3 vehicles are scraping. The 6 backs up. Well, because of that, the 8 has nowhere to go. So Kyle Busch takes a left, but Chase Briscoe's right below him, and so he crosses his nose and it gets wrecked, and his day's over.
So that wreck, I was a little confused. Like, I really didn't think Kyle hit the wall that hard. Like, I was really shocked that he was done.
Yeah, apparently, yeah, he had both of his toe links out, which.
See, part of me just thought it was Kyle being Kyle.
Yeah.
Just pissed off. I was like, you know what? I'm done. Get me out of here.
Well, and so his crew chief, he said, don't be upset about it. We'll be okay. And all of a sudden, Kyle's literally getting his helmet off, and I was like, are we not okay? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, that one was a weird one because I feel like that was one of the lighter hits I've seen that's actually broken the toe link.
Yeah,
like I was genuinely shocked that he broke anything.
Yeah, me too.
And not to like jump ahead or anything, but I felt like Ty Gibbs later on, it was like very similar contact, and Ty was fine until that tire blew and just destroyed everything.
Yeah, but I'm confused on how the tire popped. Okay, that was weird to me.
Yeah, that was weird. I agree.
Because I mean, he was fine. He's rolling, and all of a sudden, right before he got to pit road, his whole
his car was just gone. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, well, because
what the hell happened?
Of course, Fox wasn't showing him going around the track like they usually do.
Yeah. Why would they?
Yeah, I mean that's beyond me. Shocking. But, so he was in the back stretch, and then he was on the front stretch with no front fender. So I was like, okay, whatever. At this point. And then his day was over with, of course.
Yeah.
And then
another strong running from him, though.
No, honestly, he was going to be a sleeper. I thought he was. I thought he was, and honestly, he was catching the 19 and 11 during the stage before his incident. Like, before all that, and I really thought, hey, if they can make this whole race run, he has a shot. And I truly believe that, just because of how fast the Toyotas were. And, I mean, you give him 5 laps to go, I mean, he'll dump your teammate, so.
Him never, no.
When did Ross get into Noah? We're about to get into this, but.
That was early in stage 3, right?
Yeah,
stage 3, kind of early on.
So, before we get into that, let's talk about the most sexiest driving I've ever seen Martin Truex have. He literally, he's one of the few cars I pitted during a caution that happened 10 laps after stage 2. I think it was in stage 3. There was a quick caution that happened. He pitted. Dude was flying. I've never seen. Okay, I personally never seen Martin Truex drive like that. Okay, and I usually give him crap, right? But no, that was beautiful. I give him to take it 4-3 wide and then take it 3 wide again in between the 4 and the 99 the way he did. Oh, it was beautiful.
Lap 206 was when Noah and Ross got into it.
Do what?
Lap 206.
40 to go.
Yeah. 67 laps, yeah, with caution laps.
Yeah, that makes sense. So, and of course, so Ross Chastain. Before this, him and Kyle Busch had an incident before Kyle Busch wrecked out as well. I don't know what happened down the back. They kind of they did this on the back, and then a caution flew immediately right after that. And then Kyle didn't like what he did, and so he ran him all the way down to the apron under caution.
Was that when Burton spun out?
Yeah. No. I don't know. I don't remember. But either way, all I remember is Kyle Busch's radio says, he ain't gonna do that to me. And he just goes on. He said, and this is a warning, boy. That's what he said. He was talking to him like a father. This is a warning, boy.
That's funny.
And so I was like, okay, if he messes with Kyle Busch, I know for a fact Kyle Busch ain't afraid to fight. Okay,
That's the one I want to see
that's the
so
one.
bad.
Yeah.
Right?
That's the one I know that will go over there and just start punching until later on in the race.
I so badly want that to start brewing because it'll never end. It'll
Yeah.
never end.
I mean, him and Logano still hate each other. It's like
Yeah.
I think the whole field still hates Logano, but that's just beside the point.
Yeah.
Logano did end up winning stage 2, by the way. I forgot to say that because it's pit strategy.
Oh yeah. He did. Yeah.
And then we had a caution with like 26 to go, something like that. Restart, and then you had the 5 and the 24. 24 got all his laps back. They were fighting. The Larson finally gets back to the lead from wrecking from the lead. He gets a big gap, and then all of a sudden you have the Toyotas, who's really fast in the long run. The 11 passed the 24 with about 20
to go.
Yeah, 20 to go. And he was just inching in, lap after lap. All of a sudden, you get to about 5 laps to go. He's got 6/10, and Larson goes into turn 1 and 2, kind of overdrives it a little bit. Now he's right there for the rest of the race, pretty much. He goes underneath him once. Pat tries to pass him clean. And then we get to the last lap. Well, I'll actually talk about the corner before. So this is where Larson messed up, I think. This is where he first messed up. He pulled the one and only Chase Elliott move to drive a lane off the top instead of the very top. Okay? He decided to drive the lane under. And so the Hamlin could get a huge run down the front stretch. I still don't understand why he did this.
My only thought process is that's where he expected Denny to go, and he was trying to block it and take away some of the air, and then Denny didn't go there, and it really backfired.
Yeah,
But
either way, Larson.
well, because even Denny said after the race, like, Kyle's one of the best like aero blockers there is in NASCAR. Like, he knows how to take the air away from the car chasing him. Like, he knows how to execute it almost perfectly, and that's like my only thought process. It's either that. Or, I mean, as you kind of saw later on in the run, like, his car was loose.
Yeah,
like,
and maybe he couldn't run up there.
He was hanging on for dear life. It felt like the last 10 laps.
Well, anyways, Hamlin gets a big run coming out of 4. Takes a dive into 1 and 2, just like a lane under. And you can see Hamlin getting the 5 loose, which this is really good to see already, by the way. At this point, of course, the most lead changes ever in a mile and a half race was 400 miles. That's what they said. Most lead lap passes as well. So on and so forth. There's just a lot. It was just comers and goers. The race was great.
There's a lot going on.
It was a great race. Turn 2. Larson hits the fence barely, slows his momentum down. The 11 has to check up to make sure he doesn't hit him. The 11 tries to side draft like the 20 did, but he didn't wreck himself. He tapped the 5 just a little bit. The 5 wrecks into the wall, and Hamlin wins. So, what's your thoughts on the last lap move that Hamlin did? Do you think it was fair? Do you think it was?
I
think we all
feel
knew.
like
We all knew
the
it was
one.
coming.
I mean, yeah, we knew it was coming, but I feel like Hamlin should have been like in place of Gregson. You know,
What?
Hamlin should have got punched.
For that move?
Probably.
No.
Why not?
All right, I'll
They're
be
like
honest.
best friends. They wouldn't fight about it.
I didn't like the move. Like, people tried to say, like, oh, Larson hit the wall. I mean, he did hit the wall, but if you look at the replay, like, coming off the corner, Larson on the wall, and Hamlin, there's no room for Larson to even come off the wall.
Hamlin was gonna hit him either way.
Okay. No.
I mean, Larson said himself.
Maybe
no.
this is me just being biased, and I still hate Hamlin because of Martinsville. I don't know, but
Here's what. Now, I do wish it didn't touch, but I will forever say. Oh, by the way, we have a fellow friend coming in
Oh,
to the podcast. Sorry, we're gonna give him a second to load in.
Oh my goodness.
All right, I'm out.
Why, hello there.
Here goes the integrity of this freaking podcast.
No,
We actually
Hamlin.
had a smart
Okay,
group.
Hamlin didn't touch the 5 until after the 5 hit the wall.
Did
The
anybody
five
say
shouldn't hit
anything
the wall.
controversial yet?
But
I'm
the
sorry.
five hit the wall so hard.
That it was his
That-
fault. He wrecked himself. Yes.
But the thing is like, literally, like, Larson is literally as far up as a car can physically be. Like, he is in the
Literally,
wall.
He's against the wall.
Because
And
he put
Hamlin-
himself there.
He did put himself there.
Correct.
Literally no
So-
reason to come
there's-
off the wall.
That should be it. No, he put himself in the wall.
Also, I'm gonna say this: Hamlin didn't touch him.
Yeah, he
His
didn't.
breath got him.
It was literally all air. He didn't even nick the guy. It was literally the moment he went to go side draft, like the 20 did to the 1. It was, but he just didn't actually touch him. It was all air.
There was one little.
I'm gonna be a
Would you
Hamlin
be
hater
saying the
until the
same
day
thing
I
if it was the
die.
9 car?
Absolute. I'm gonna be honest with you.
No,
Yes.
I wouldn't.
No, because, and this is what I said. I said I like Larson, right? Like, I have nothing against him. I have nothing against Hamlin either. So I'm literally like, I like them both. It doesn't matter. All I'm saying is that if Larson doesn't hit the wall, he wins the race. But
I don't know about that. I think 3 and 4,
I think
Larson
either
would have
way,
been in the wall, and it
Hamlin's
wouldn't have
gonna
been his
wreck him.
doing.
Larson himself said he thought Hamlin was gonna get him 3 and 4.
I think the moment you clear the 11 off of 2, he doesn't have a shot. It's-
Until he sends it into 3.
Yeah.
no, he doesn't have a shot. No.
He was
He would-
going to send it.
He would have Carl Edwards that crap
he
into
would've
3 and
lost.
4.
He can't do that anymore. It's illegal.
Yeah, it's illegal.
We would have saw a finesse. He would have sent it in there and made Larson do it and then bounce off Larson. So he would have
They
been
both
like,
disqualified
I
in
didn't
third
do it.
place
I
because
just sent it in there.
Nah,
That's-
no.
I don't know. I'm not gonna
Personally-
lie. Like at first, Dylan, I was with you. All right, I was kind of with you. Like, all right, like Larson did this to himself. But after this week, after everything I've heard out of Denny Hamlin's mouth, I can't, man. I cannot respect this man at all. I just can't.
Hey.
I can't respect him in any way, shape, or form as a man.
He's a piece of
He's
shit.
white. He's white hot.
Bro, he is the biggest. Like he's soft. He's soft as can be. And
Can you
I feel-
imagine?
we're
if
gonna
he
get into
confronted
it a little bit.
Chastain now? He ain't gonna fuck with Chastain no more.
Dude, he's not. Exactly.
Nope.
Like he even said on his podcast, "Oh, the guy's growing on me." Man, you saw somebody catch a right hook, and now the guy's growing on you. No, all right, he's not growing on you. You're just soft as Charmin, and you're scared that's you next. All right, and that's why I have no respect for Denny.
100%.
No.
100%.
No.
100%.
But Hamlin said he's not afraid to take a punch.
Oh bullshit.
Whatever. That old jaw's made of glass. He's
We
going
ain't
to
never
Gregson's
sleep.
seen
not
that man. That man has never fought.
Yes,
He
Hamlin.
fought Logano.
Yeah, he fought Logano. What do you mean?
He fought a girl. All right.
He didn't actually fight Logano though.
I mean, they were playing tug of
Yeah,
war
that
on
was-
their like their uniform, but still.
Yeah, that's it. That's the most he's got.
I mean, they were just swinging a little bit. They just missed each other.
Dude, we were this close. from
Just like
Gregson.
Hunter said, Hamlin's a little bitch. He saw someone take the right hook, and now he don't want the smoke. It's as simple as that.
I mean,
It's as simple
It's
as
100%.
that.
but did
the
you see
case,
the
man.
did you see the punch he gave? Would you want to be? in
Yeah.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yo, that
I
was
don't- I
not,
wouldn't either,
that
but-
punch was not that solid. I'm telling you right now, if
It
Noah
wasn't.
Gregson had the chance to swing back, Ross was going to sleep.
Dude,
that was the
I
meanest
agree.
It's
right
close.
coming back. That was the
I'm pulling up the
meanest right
picture.
coming
Hang on.
back. Ross's punch
Hang
had
on.
no power for the simple fact it was a right jab. Like it wasn't like it wasn't a straight hook. It was a jab. Like there was
Nah,
no.
it was a jab.
I
there was
just
no
want to say,
power behind. It was all push.
His
And yeah,
hand
he
was
connected.
already. His
He
hand was like
connected.
this, and then it was
Like
just like
he
a,
connected solidly, but I'm telling
Oh,
you
yeah.
right now, Denny lost all my respect this week. You've hated this man for the last year and a half. You've absolutely hated everything that Ross Chastain stands for, and all of a sudden, the guy gets punched and you win a race. And you're like, yeah, he's kind of growing on me. Like, no, dude, come on, man.
I just want to say, I don't even know what's going on, but I feel like I'm on first take right now. I feel like Stephen A. Smith and Max Kellerman are going at it right now. This is This is entertaining.
No, I'm completely with Hunter.
There's
Completely.
no way your opinion changes over a guy. When you raced him maybe like 2 times all day, and he did later on say like, yeah, like Ross gave me room. Yeah, because he didn't want to get put in the wall by you again like you did in Phoenix. All right, like he's out here playing chess and you're playing checkers. All right. The one guy that Ross really, really, really had to worry about in his championship run through all of this is Denny Hamlin. And now they're buddies. Ross is playing chess and Denny's playing checkers because Ross is going to get his ass back in Phoenix if they're both there. I promise you. Ross will move Denny, and Denny will be like all upset afterwards. Like, man, I thought we were friends and all this. Like, thought we were past all that. No. Ross is playing chess.
If this guy did not grab Noah,
at the end of the day,
so close.
Denny Hamlin has 49 career wins, tying Tony Stewart. Top 75 drivers.
Ross he also now has the most wins. He has the most wins out of a driver that's never won a championship now.
Fair.
Well, he already had that. But...
He's the Dallas Cowboys of NASCAR. He's great in the regular season.
Hey. At least he gets dubs.
I mean, I'd rather see my driver not win a race all year and somehow like finish second place at Phoenix and win a championship.
Ryan Newman.
Imagine being a Daniel Hamrick fan. Hey, I got his autograph up there.
Yeah, that's wild. Anyways, we're going to go back to off the Denny subject. Let's go to Noah versus Chastain. We'll talk about this fight. I actually want to talk about it. For one, Noah said in Sirius XM in one of his interviews throughout the week that he said Chase Elliott was the one who told him to go up to Ross, right?
No.
And which was stupid. Because
peer pressure, man.
So Chase was if this is true, okay, he was like, yeah, Chase Elliott told me to go up to him. Like, if that's true, okay, we wouldn't have had the video. He goes, well, someone had to do it. Like
it was afterwards. Yeah, that's what I'm
saying.
Like, I don't think Chase told him to go do it. I think Chase supported him afterwards.
Yeah, he's like
thank God somebody went after him.
Yeah. But either way,
Denny's been talking about it for a year and a half and still hasn't done it.
I thought it was funny. Now, I will say the reason why Noah was so mad is because of what he did at Talladega. But even though what he did at Talladega, I don't see what Ross did.
That wasn't on Ross at Talladega.
No, that's not Noah.
He moved up and
that's Noah's fault. Sorry, but either way, and someone in our chat said, "Will any driver have the guts to confront Chastain after Gragson got punched?"
100%. His name's Kyle Busch. All right.
I can't wait. I
think there's a couple people out there that would do it, but
no.
Given the right circumstance,
I'm sorry. I literally just explained to you. Literally, watermelon punch, dude. That he's a farmer. He's blue collar. Listen, no,
all right, that means nothing.
His arm, dude. I'm telling you, you literally heard the click. I know you said it was soft, but you heard the when he punched him.
Yes, he connected solidly, but the punch had no power.
Kevin would whoop his ass.
Bullshit.
He would whoop his ass and flip him over with his wrestling.
Kevin can't even do anything to Chase.
One of my best friends, like he literally, like all he does in his life is he trains for MMA and boxing. And he saw the clip, and he even said, like, yeah, it landed solidly, but there was no power. Like, there was no power behind the punch. Like, he did.
So you would take that punch right there?
100%. 100%. Bro, my granny's taking that punch. It was not that hard of a punch, bro. Dude, I'm telling you.
I'm sorry, you're way bigger than I am, I guess.
The punch, I'm not trying to be like all macho Randy Savage or whatever the hell his name is. Like, I'm telling you, like, yes, he connected solidly. He did. It just wasn't powerful.
I completely agree. When you watch the clip back, the connection is on point. But the power isn't there. And I mean, when you really watch it slow motion, you can understand why the power isn't there because, of course, he's holding him. So while he's starting his punch, his arm's already fully extended. So it's almost like just like a half.
Also,
so that's why it's so weak on the power.
Chastain knew a punch was coming because he grabbed Gregson's right arm so that he could feel it coming.
Yeah, Chastain.
Well, I mean, when you have someone yelling at your face and shaking you, like, I mean, like.
Hey,
I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
but
lie.
we've seen that not in the parts.
Hey.
So.
I never expected the punch to come from Ross. Like I did.
No, that was not the guy that I thought was going to throw a punch.
And hearing the audio of what was going on, I really didn't expect it right then. Like Noah said, "What's your fucking problem?" And as soon as he said that, Ross was like, "All right, bet."
But Ross said
Ross said stop. Ross said stop.
Yeah, there's
He
both-
said stop like twice. Yeah.
Yeah, and I will say what Ross said was there's a big guy at Trackhouse who told me there's no shoving at Trackhouse. Okay.
Yeah.
So I mean, he started to get shoved, so he was like, all right.
Listen, I'm not taking anything from Ross. I respect Ross 100%. Like he stood up for himself. Like he was getting grabbed by another man. He defended himself.
For sure.
100% accept that. But like your take, or whoever in the
There's
comments,
people out
whoever
there
in the
that will
comments
confront
asked,
him.
will anybody approach him? 100%.
Absolutely.
If
There's a
he
good
does something
100%.
stupid again, he will get approached.
You're crazy. You're crazy. KB, no doubt.
KB.
Joey Logano,
Imagine.
no doubt.
Yeah,
No.
but
Kevin
Logano won't throw the punch.
Kevin Harvick, given the right circumstance, absolutely.
this is
No.
this.
Harvick just
Yes.
gets looked at weird. He'll do it just because it's his last season. He doesn't give. a
That's
fuck.
what I'm saying.
If you look at him wrong, bro,
And
he's
with
gonna come up to you.
Ross Chastain, Ross has already been a pain in the ass for Kevin. He said, if he did some stupid shit, Kevin would confront him.
You know what? This weekend, if he touches Ryan Newman,
Oh
if he touches Ryan Newman,
Bro, Newman's confronting his ass.
Wait.
Newman's like, I may be running for Rick Ware, but I don't give a fuck, dog.
Literally, bro.
you better pass me clean when you're putting me 3 laps down.
He's going around him for the third time.
I'm the Rock Man.
Ross Chastain
It may be
puts
the
the
first
bumper
stage.
to him.
It may be the first stage. You ain't
Is
passing
he going
me
to
for
pull
the
a
third
Clint
time.
Boyer, though? Is the question.
Oh, God,
And
I'm
punch
dead.
Newman in the car.
That's a good question. See, that had a
I
lot of
don't-
connections.
I don't think Ross is a pussy. Like
Yeah,
that.
but Ryan still had his helmet on.
I know.
It's like
just-
football players fight.
It's
like,
just so it's
punching
so
somebody in
funny
the
looking
helmet.
at the clip of Boyer just.
But after all that, no matter what your thoughts are, this was the greatest next gen weekend we've ever had. Just because, for one, we're coming out of the deal with storylines. Someone got punched, a bumper for the finish. No matter how you view that, all in all, a great NASCAR race.
It's an exciting day.
It was awesome.
Literally everything that you can think of as NASCAR. So
I agree, minus the excessive cautions. If we could just back those cautions down just a little bit, I think it was.
But it
everything we
also
needed.
kind of played to like where they were at the finish in a sense of like how many tires they had. So it was.
Right. It added a lot of unexpected.
Now, if we didn't have stage
strategy.
cautions, we wouldn't have all this problem. But that's just something.
Right.
But yeah, it was a great race all around. David, I know you just got here, but I know you like to do like
Attaboys.
attaboys.
Oh yay! I get to talk now. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Chill out, nerd.
So
All right, I'm out.
Dude, I was like, I was saying, that was the most talking we've ever had solidly, and I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that a lot.
Let's
think my
see.
dad-
I was not prepared for this.
No, you're
That's a shame.
So I guess the couple that boys, Tony Broding. Ooh, I don't want to say your last name. I'm gonna have a stroke.
Grid.
Bredin. How do you say it, dumb boy? Yeah, I know you like her. So, Bredinger. Tony
like that.
Bredinger, top 15th in her first
Not bad.
truck race, not bad. Lawless Allen, 17th, not bad. Johnny Sauter, I think it's second week in the 04, 19th. Brennan Poole, the guy who might touch Ross Chastain next, 20th. So,
What?
good weekends for those guys.
You forgot one.
What?
What, Haley Deegan?
Mm-hmm.
But she got 12th. You should expect that from her at this point. For Cup, it was mostly Toyotas dominant, a couple Chevys sprinkled in there, mostly the Hendrick guys. But Austin Dillon, P10, I think he was booty
He's like
cheek 30th.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was booty cheek 30th for most of the race, but finished 10th. Sorry. Stenhouse 12th. Eric Almirola had a pretty good car, and after a spin, finished 13th. Allmendinger 14th, Justin Haley 18th, and Corey LaJoy another top 20 day. That's
Oh,
it
yeah.
for me.
I want to give Josh Berry a little criticism here. He ran into like 5 guys in the door, like
Whoa.
throughout the whole race. I don't know if he just couldn't tell where the car distance was between one another, but he kind of doored like 5 different drivers, which was weird. So
I have a quick question. I think Dylan could probably answer this pretty well.
okay,
So I don't remember who it was, but who lost the tire?
Cindric.
Cindric. Did his crew chief get suspended and all that?
Should.
Yeah,
I didn't-
well, it was the same as like losing a tire. Yeah,
But they ran like a lot of laps. How does that make
I
sense?
didn't think he lost a tire. I thought it like blew the like the pin out.
yeah. Well, because the tire came off.
It's
a
I saw
safety
on
violation.
one of Apocryph's tweet is the pin popped out because they could have placed the tire in incorrectly, and after a long time of wear and all that, it could pop out. But I mean, it was 30 laps. Like you can't blame.
No, he definitely got a penalty though. Like
I know, but it's
the same one.
I don't like
isn't
that. That's stupid in my opinion. I don't NASCAR compared to it's a bit of a rant here, I guess, but compared to uncontrolled tires that I saw happen like 2019, where the tire could be stationary in the box, but because I saw this in the Texas race 2019 that Hamlin won, the tire didn't move in the box. It was still next to the right front tire changer, and it was arms. It had to be arms distance at this point. And it was,
I know you're
it was
talking
next-
about back when
yeah.
it was the arm distance.
Yeah, it was next to his arm, and he ran, and the Jackman ran, and that's when they all did it. They did the Joe Gibbs pit stop that they were the first to do, and they all ran across. The rear tire changer picked up the tire, and he'd become the front tire changer. And I guess eventually through that, it was more than arm's distance away while the tire didn't move, and he got a penalty. They've done a lot better with that, because now it's like, even if it's in the box and it's like rolling around a little bit, they won't call it. These stupid like tires, like you're having dudes back up on pit road and not get a penalty. Like that's more unsafe than losing a fucking tire on the track when you're going like 20 miles per hour.
Well,
Also,
See,
Ty Gibbs is an idiot.
I
Sorry.
agree, but at the same time, it is a big deal with getting them tight, because obviously it's just the one like that, and of course if you depends obviously not in sometimes. Maybe it's not the team's fault. Maybe it is. Who knows? But, I mean, it becomes even more of a safety violation with just having the one versus back with we had the 5. If it was loose, chances are the wheel's still not coming off. Versus now, if it's loose, that wheel could still come off. And if it's at a bad time, wheel comes off, you're going 180 or some shit, that bitch launched. Like, I mean, it could get ugly really quick.
Like I agree with the penalty if it's lost like 5 laps or 10 laps, but when it's lost like 40 laps like it was, I mean that's so stupid.
Yeah, see, at that point, I don't agree with that. I feel like if it was gonna be loose, then it was gonna come off. I don't think it would have.
By the way, I just want to clarify: they don't suspend the crew chief anymore. They always.
I thought it was 2 races.
I thought it was the car chief.
Yeah, they suspend the
Okay.
they suspend the tire changer and the carrier. No, and it's a 2-lap penalty on the day.
This is like completely. I mean, it's kind of on topic, but Daniel Suarez, that was one of the funniest like tire issues I've ever seen in my life. Listening to Radioactive, he was like, "Yeah, messed up my pit exit because there was some tire flying across me. Who was that?" And he gets to the back stretch of his crew. He's like,
That was
"Yeah,
ours.
Daniel, that was ours. You got to come back in."
I missed that, I guess.
Dude, that's funny, dude. That's hilarious. No, so I watched Radioactive and I know exactly what you're talking about, but it didn't click to me like that until just now.
That's funny.
By the way, Kylie texted on our chat, and she's talking about you, Hunter. She put a quote: "Softest chairman." Charmin, sorry, chairman. Sorry, softest Charmin is a quote of a century.
That's not the first time I've heard that. I've heard it.
Oh, whatever, dumb boy. Let me have my moment.
Right?
All right.
Hey,
Here, this is your moment.
Let's not talk about it, dude. I'm watching it right now. I'm stressed out. I'm trying to stay calm on the podcast.
It's okay if you need to scream for a second. It's okay.
I'll mute my mic.
No, don't.
Tatum's one.
We want to hear it.
Tatum's 1 for 14. So
I know.
Tatum's a trash can.
Stick to NASCAR. I don't want to talk about it.
All right, what's next?
Well, let's talk about viewership. Just because we were going up against ABC's F1 race and Miami. This is going to be a big weekend determining a lot of things over the motorsports in America. It was big. It was big, and it was a really good result for NASCAR. Let me go to the tweet.
I'd say it's solid.
Yeah,
The viewership part is good, but the 1849 demographic's not too good.
Yeah, no. Which
That's pretty piss poor.
But I think from the racing that we saw in Miami, though, that's going to change because
Max Verstappen raped the field.
Yeah.
That was, dude. Whew.
It's like a preview of Sunday.
Okay, probably to be honest, but
just so y'all know, fun fact: the same right side tires ever used last weekend are going to be used this weekend.
Ooh, that's good.
So expect the same guys.
So NASCAR got a. Sorry, I'm trying to see where. Oh, it wasn't that big of a difference. Sorry. NASCAR beat F1 in the total viewership Sunday, while F1 beat NASCAR in the demographic between 18 to 49. NASCAR on FS1 got a 1.35 rating and a 2.352 million viewers. The demographic between 18 to 49 is 430,000. F1 got on ABC, including pre-race, it was a 0.9 rating and a 1.6 million viewership. The demographic between 18 and 49 is only 625,000. Thoughts?
did you say NASCAR's 1849 demographic?
Yeah, it's 430,000.
I mean, good for the viewership. That was basically steady, and compared to last time, NASCAR going up against F1, it was
Yep.
up against Darlington on Mother's Day, which I feel like a little bit more people would tune into that because it's Darlington, a little bit more notorious of a track. I also have a little rant to go on a little later about Darlington and another track, but I think it's pretty good. I think it's solid. The only worrying part to me is the 1849 demographic. That's not a great thing to see, mostly because we had 700,000 more viewers than F1, and they still had 200,000 more viewers in the 1849 demographic. That's not good. But on the viewership part, just the viewership, I think it's pretty good for NASCAR.
So I want to say, so last year, the percentage for the demographic between the two, it was more margin. So like F1 got like 800,000 in that demographic, and we got about the same, a little bit more to 450. So even with our viewers tanking a little bit from last year's viewership, we stayed the same with the demographic though, and so that's good. That's a positive note out of the whole deal. Obviously, our problem is we don't have Drive to Survive, right? Like we don't have that. Everyone watches it in our demographic because it's on Netflix. It's literally right there in front of you. As soon as it's on F1, or as soon as you turn on Netflix, it's one of the top main shows that pops up if you subscribe to Netflix immediately. So it's so hard to say that, it's because of the actual motorsport itself. No, I just think it's because of the marketing that they do, and they just have so much money worldwide that they can do that. But that's just me personally.
I mean, didn't NASCAR try to have like a show like that at one point?
I think it was only on NBC though, right?
I thought it was on like TNT or something. Like,
No, it was ABC.
Oh, it was
No.
it was following like
Sorry,
Austin Dillon.
Sorry. No, not ABC. It was USA, right? Or whatever.
USA. Yeah. And it was like following like Austin Dillon, wasn't it?
God, that was the worst show ever.
Talk
Like-
about wanting
okay.
to view.
No. So like so the show was funny, right? But it wasn't a NASCAR show. I don't know why they even called it that.
It was like a reality show.
Exactly, that's what it was.
The one they did like counting in the season was better on Peacock or whatever it was on.
Yeah.
That was on USA too, I think.
No, yeah.
I think that's the one we're
you
talking
talking about
about.
the
I think.
race to the chase or whatever? What was it called?
Race
that one.
for the championship or something.
Yeah. Well,
Whatever
so
it's
they're
called.
doing a full season one this year, and not just the playoffs.
But having it on like
But-
USA compared to it on Netflix,
Exactly.
doesn't really.
Well, so that could be a key factor into why they get a streaming service for 6 races next year, and or not next year, but in 2 years in their TV deal, right? This could be big in the sense of whatever streaming service they do for that 6-week stretch in the summer. If that happens, they can make their own series through that service. I think that would be great. That's just me, but
I don't know what to think about a possible streaming service in 2 years. I'm up in the air about it. Like,
Amazon.
I don't think it'll help. You know, like
No,
you look at the
well,
Thursday night football. They were not. I mean, I don't know exactly what they were expecting. They were probably expecting the same as what it would be on cable, but it was nothing close to that.
So it's either. So here's my thing. So you either go to local channels only, okay, or you go to a streaming service, okay. You do not do a paywall through cable, okay. That is where your money is losing immediately. You know, all your viewership is sinking because no one's paying for paywall cable. No one's doing that right now. To a lot of people, it's too expensive. A lot of people, just, no one wants to pay. I don't pay for it. If I'm going to be honest with you, I use my dad's cable. I signed into his account. And so that's how I watch it.
I'm telling your provider.
And so,
Bro, all you gotta do is go to Twitch.
It's definitely DirecTV.
so I'm like, I don't know what to do. I think it'd be good, but I don't think you solely use a streaming service though.
I feel like that's like the only option though. Like if you use a streaming service and then you use a cable network, let's say maybe TNT, screw it for like 6 weeks.
Yeah.
You're paying two different production teams. You can't have the same production team. It's like copyright issues and all that.
Well, so you can.
But they would have to view it differently.
Yeah, so like how YouTube does like their own graphic.
Yeah, yep. So you can still use the same commentators, just get a different graphic.
Yeah.
All right, I'm sorry, folks. I got to step away for a couple minutes. I got to get myself together. I'll be back.
I hope they lose.
Oh my god.
They're up
That's so
too
good.
right now.
Anyways, any other thoughts on that before we move on to some news this week?
Here.
No, I'm all right. I'm pretty good.
Yeah, I'm good.
That is good. So I want to get into the 75 greatest drivers of all time. So next week I want to do a little special. I don't know how we're gonna do it, but so this is the full 25 list of the greatest drivers of all time that was announced. And so adding to the 50. So the original 50, we're not going to think about that. You have Tony Stewart, Casey Kane, Mike Stefanik, Randy LaJoy, Kyle Larson. You have Greg Biffle, Sterling Marlin, Ryan Newman, Denny Hamlin, and Chase Elliott. You have Carl Edwards, Ron Hornaday, Jeff Burton, Dale Jr., Bobby Labonte, Martin Truex Jr., Brad Keselowski, Larry Phillips, Sam Ard, and Kurt Busch. And then your last five, they were also the last five that got announced as well. You have Kyle Busch, Kevin Harvick, Joey Logano, Matt Kenseth, and Jimmy Johnson. Do you think all of those 25 deserve to be there?
No.
Who does not?
Me.
What?
No, like who doesn't belong there?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're definitely on that list.
Yeah, for real. Casey Kane for sure. Doesn't belong. He's great. He's cool and all. What'd he do?
He won races.
What?
So-
The big races,
20?
though.
22? Maybe? Not even?
I think it's
18, 16,
18,
18,
yeah.
I think.
I thought it was in
And-
the 20s.
So what does that place him all-time wins though?
I don't know.
Let me see.
I
I'll look it up.
can't judge on who doesn't make it unless I see somebody who doesn't make it or didn't make
Right.
it.
Right. And see, yeah, I agree. It's hard.
Like I did,
Um,
I can't.
I just don't think of. I mean, it's nothing
18
against
wins.
Kane because I know Kane did okay, but Kane, it's not nothing special. I don't think of him as top tier drivers that we've had. You know.
Let's see.
But who is the top tier of drivers? Like that's also something. Like I just if I saw somebody and I was like, how the fuck did that guy miss? Then I'd be like, okay,
18
this guy doesn't deserve to be
puts
there.
him 53rd.
Okay, so he's definitely in the top 570. Top 75 for sure.
And by the way, Chase Elliott already has 18.
Yeah, and a championship. So
Yeah,
Larson has 19 wins, right?
21.
21.
Can you do something for me? Sorry.
Oh yeah, the 2 wins, the win this year.
He has 2 wins this year.
He has
He
2.
does. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's where I got 19. Duh. Okay. So I will say, there's something that I don't agree with. I noticed top 75 drivers of like NASCAR, right? It's not Cup, but Cup is their elite level. So like people like Mike Stefanik, you know,
Yep.
Ryan Hornaday.
Randy LaJoy, really. I mean, I know he did technically do some cuts. Same with Ron, but
Randy LaJoy, Sam Ard, right? Like those people are definitely lower division drivers. But like what I'm saying is there's enough people. Like Jamie McMurray, honestly, should be on this list instead of one of them. You know what I'm saying? It's solely just because he has 10 wins, right? Or 7 or whatever it is.
like instead of who though?
Instead of like one of those drivers.
Like Casey Kane, I could see that. But
No, instead of
some
like
of the others, I disagree though.
like so you don't think Sam Ard or no I'm sorry. You don't think Mike Stefanik, you think he beats Jamie McMurray? Like in your tier list. Even with his Cup stats versus Jamie stats.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dude, that's wild. What about Clint Boyer? 10 wins. He's not on here.
Beats Jamie McMurray.
No, beats one of those guys that did something in the lower division but not in Cup.
No, I don't think he beats him.
How many cup wins Jamie Mack got? Say 10?
Because, see, and I
I think
understand,
so.
10 Cups win is great and all, but at the same time, I don't know. I mean, I think, although, we should be comparing, mainly Cup drivers for the best 75, but I think there's those few exceptions where we've seen just straight dominance out of it, and I don't think that they should be left out of it because
No, I
they
don't.
got-
But I
you
feel
know
like,
what I mean?
but I feel like the list of Cup drivers should be there first, right?
I
Like,
agree.
so like in a sense of, no offense, I'm gonna use Ron Horn today, okay? Because he's a champion outside of Cup, okay?
4-time.
So he deserves to be on there because he's a champion of of a series, right?
Right.
Um, but does his championship still compare to a Cup win? Like, like it's so hard to balance. Like if you're doing this list,
All right, see, I know what you mean, and I agree. But at the same time, if you take, for instance, Casey Kane, he has what, 18 wins in the Cups?
yeah,
You take Ron Hornaday and Casey Kane right there, compared them head to head. I think by all means, Hornaday trumps Kane. By a mile. Kane has 0 championships, and Ron has 4 in one series. He has 51 wins, excluding KB, because that's a whole different story. He's the leader in Truck Series wins. I think that speaks so much volumes to the driver itself, which is what it's about, is the top 75 NASCAR drivers, period.
right. No, I agree. I just think that there should be more. Okay.
I think there should be more data lined up behind it to make
Yes.
it more clear, because whenever you come to those certain few people like that, it kind of just becomes a judgment call and like a favoritism type of thing, I think.
Yeah. Like, no offense, Greg Biffle, what like, yeah, but he also won a championship trucks
Xfinity.
right?
Right.
So like,
Right.
there's his stance, right?
You know what the main example of this would be? Just say Junior, because that's what everyone wants to say.
No,
I mean,
but
that's
no,
true too. But
no, he has 26 wins in the Cup Series.
right.
That,
And a lot of
that,
Xfinity and 2 Xfinity.
that alone
series.
is like top 50 in
Yeah.
wins list to begin with. So immediately he's up
Right.
there. And like if you if you lower him below all the champions that are below him, there's not that many. Besides the newer ones who just are now winning championships, right?
Right.
So he's at least top 50 no matter what. So to me that's this. I guess I'm basing all my decisions on the Cup level because as the highest level of the sport.
Of the form. Right.
So the point is you pick the greatest drivers and the greatest drivers will race in Cup. But that's just
Hunter's happy, I can see.
I'm good right now. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you good?
They win.
But I'm not saying that Ron shouldn't be on there. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that Mike shouldn't be on there either or Sam Martin. What I'm saying is those 3 drivers with their stats. You look if you look at their Cup stats, I'm like, dude, they're not even making the top 100. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like
if you can make an argument for them, I think you can make an argument for Elliott Sadler.
I mean, that's true too. Yeah.
He
But
wasn't
at the
great.
Same time, but I mean, how many wins does he have total though? Like
He has 3 in Cup.
15, maybe max.
In Xfinity, he has 5,
Probably more like 12.
9, 10. He has 13, so combined he has 16. 16 wins. I don't know if he has any championships or not. I don't think he has any Xfinity championships.
No championships.
But if those other guys that made it,
At the same
you could probably
time,
make
though,
an argument for him.
that's 16 wins in between multiple series, in between that's like 24 years or some shit.
27, I think. At least.
That's a long time. See, although the numbers are okay, I feel like that's trash.
So Casey Kane has a lot of Xfinity wins as well. So in the sense of, like, I know you're using Casey as an example, but honestly, he has a lot of wins there. So like,
Right.
that's probably why you got it on there. I don't know. I think. So there also was a list of all wins combined, like with all 3 series, and like there's like the list flip flops a lot. Like it's really cool to see. Like I just wish I wish NASCAR would show that. Of course, put all your champions up at the top, and then after you got all the champions of all 3 series, right? But you have to win multiple to be in the lower division to be on the top of the list, right? I feel like
Right.
So if you're in Xfinity, you have to win 2, or you win 1 Xfinity, 1 truck. You're up on the list, right? And then if you complete the 75 out of that, there's no more. That's just how I see it. But I know that's not how they did that. They definitely there was some that were like,
Yeah.
Bird.
Yeah, I feel like some of it was judgment calls. Yeah, just like that one, you know. Yeah, Jeff was there for a long time. He's a great guy, won a decent amount of races. But
Greg,
aside from that, there's nothing there. Yeah. Yeah, like if we're talking straight Jeff versus like no cup champ. Well, he don't have a cup. Yeah, he don't have a cup championship. How many wins does Jeff have?
I think he's like close to Casey's.
That's what I was
So
thinking.
Jeff Burton.
Yeah.
Let me see. Jeff Burton.
He's got a handful of
21 wins.
Xfinities. 21. And then it's like 15 Xfinity or some shit.
Oh, way more, I think. Like 40 something.
This just has couple on it, so I can.
I think
believe that.
he had the most Xfinity wins, and then Harvick passed
Yeah,
him
let me
eventually,
look
and then
at
Kyle
that.
Busch passed Harvick.
Let's see.
Well, that was
Jeff
back when it
Burton
was like
has-
fucking 20.
Jeff Burton has 27
Look at that.
27
Homestead,
Xfinity
god
wins.
dang.
27 Xfinity win.
He's him,
No.
man. And
Okay,
Xfinity.
27, that's decent.
Or Homestead.
But that's also-
102.
0 wins
So.
completely. How many does Kevin got? It's like 46?
Yeah, I think somewhere around there.
47.
48.
Last
Kyle's
one in the
got a
Xfinity
ton.
was at Atlanta.
Wouldn't you know?
The 2018?
Yeah, or 19. One of those. Probably 18 though.
Anyway.
I'm gonna be 100% honest. I don't even know what we're talking about.
Top
Top 75 drivers.
drivers list.
Oh,
Is there anyone that you wish did not make it?
wish did not make it.
Yeah.
I mean Denny Hamlin, but
Well,
He's gonna
he
make
shouldn't
it.
be there.
I don't know. I mean,
It's tough. It's just so hard to judge. I feel like it's.
the time difference between like the generations of racing, like I don't know how I can judge anybody that raced in the 80s and compare them to who raced today.
Right.
And I feel like obviously back in the day, NASCAR was a little bit more top heavy than what you're seeing now. I mean, you'd have, I mean, how many? We're 12 races in. We have 8 different winners already.
9,
Like
I think. 9, I think.
Ish.
9. Yeah, so it's like, I mean, I feel like back in the day, I mean, you had more.
You'd
like,
have maybe
one or
2
more-
winners by now.
Yeah, and so you had like who was going to compete, and like I feel like now in our era, it's hard to like really look at somebody and be like, man, they're the best driver like we have to offer right now. I mean, I feel like a lot of people make the argument about Kyle Larson right now. I mean, shoot, if you want to go off like the criteria that most people go off, I mean, right now William Byron's got to be in the conversation for the best driver in NASCAR. But I don't think there's anybody that made it that I
Okay. So I guess
think should.
I
Make
guess
it.
we should change the question. If you could add one more driver to the list that wasn't on the 25 that just got added, who would it be? I think
I could add it.
That's a good question.
So no elimination, right? Like just genuine.
We have a 76th.
Yes, 76 driver. Who you adding right now?
That's a good question. I'm gonna look at this too.
Right now, I'm trying to think of who didn't make it. That
Yeah, same. I don't.
Matt Kenseth made it yesterday, right? They added him.
Yeah, he definitely made it.
He deserved to be there.
Yeah. If you win a cup championship, if you're not in, we have a serious problem.
Did Biffle make it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and say mine.
Oh, wait a minute. Did Carl better have made it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I was about to throw a hissy fit for Nathan.
By the
if he
way,
did.
Carl will actually be in the booth this week.
I know. I'm excited about that.
And two. I haven't heard cup.
I don't know.
I'm gonna give it. I think I'm gonna give it to Boyer. Okay, and here's
Boyer
why.
didn't make
I
it.
thought about that.
Wow, that's kind of surprising. Didn't make it.
So here's
I
why.
did think about that.
10 cup wins. Okay.
Did Ryan Newman?
Yeah, Ryan Newman made it.
Yes.
You know,
Doesn't he also? Yeah, he won the 07 Nationwide Championship. Okay.
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
Okay. He won a bunch of Xfinity wins. So, I think he's my 76.
Did Matt Crafton make it?
No.
Matt Crafton.
I was thinking about that too, but he hasn't.
Crafton doesn't
won
have a
shit,
lot of
though.
truck wins. He has like
He's
16 truck wins, and
that's-
he's
that's
never
what I'm
raced
He's
saying.
got
anything
4
else.
championships though, right?
Yeah. He's,
3 or 4.
I'm gonna say 3.
yeah. I'd put Matt Crafton in there then.
Yeah.
Right, there-
I mean,
If
he-
Randy LaJoy made it, why isn't Matt Crafton in it?
Well, all right. So at that point, though, what about like Mike Skinner? Is Mike Skinner in? Because Mike Skinner should probably be in.
No, I'm sure he was in the
That
top
wise.
50. That was the top 50 was big. Like a lot of the other drivers that we're naming. Like,
Wait, Crafton did make it.
he did?
Well, then
Did he
why'd
not?
y'all lie to me?
That
No,
was definitely.
I
I think he did.
I just had the 70.
I didn't think he did.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm stupid. Hold on.
I mean, Crafton's not a bad option for that, though. I had the same thought too, but
I thought I saw him.
he's only
That's
had
different.
16 wins for fucking 24 seasons. He's been in here forever.
Dude's consistent.
Yeah, but he also is the only NASCAR driver to ever win a championship with
Huh.
no race win. So,
He didn't. Matt Crafton didn't do it,
Yeah.
didn't it?
Hammer
So
Hamilton
Matt,
did it.
Matt Crafton's number 76, and I'm sticking to it.
yeah, so I'm picking Boyer. You pick Crafton.
I could see both of them. I could see either or. I don't know what I'm still thinking.
Trevor Bain make it.
Is Mike? I want to know if Mike Skinner's in. Like in the 50, that is.
Yeah, I'm sure he is.
Like, this is kind of off topic, but Trevor Bain is one guy that I really thought
What about
was kind
Todd
of like,
Bodine?
ooh,
Did
That's not bad
Tim Block
either.
make it?
The Onion was decent.
Hey, Joe Buck.
who said Joe Buck?
I thought Dumb
I
Boy
said
said
Tim.
Joe Buck.
I said Tim Flock.
No, you didn't. You definitely said Joe Buck.
No,
I
he
did
said
not say
Tim
Joe
Flock.
Buck.
I must be hearing shit.
Dick Trickle.
Yeah, I'll go Todd Bodine. He was a
Trickle.
baller back in his day.
Cold true.
Wait a minute, did Bobby Hamilton make it?
I don't think so.
Bobby Hamilton was a dog.
Actually,
You know who didn't make it? Lightning McQueen.
and he's a 7-time Penske Cup winner, dude.
You did what?
Where's the
Your
what in
Hudson
his cup?
freaking Hornet?
My 76. I'm gonna go with Mike Skinner. 28 Xfinity.
So he didn't make the
28
top
Cup
50?
wins. Oh, I don't know.
I'm gonna go Wendell Scott for some
I'm
diversity.
assuming he
Oh
did.
my god. All right, we'll move on to the next topic. We're going to our throwback weekend.
Bro, that's insane. 50 polls out of 144 races.
Well,
DCD?
It disappeared.
Yeah.
okay, that's why my screen got so much smaller. Okay, I was confused.
My screen got bigger.
Oh, bigger, yeah. Sorry.
All right, I know. Obviously not NASCAR, but Game 7.
How the hell do you run 39 races in Cup, but you get 6 polls? Oh,
Wait,
fucking
what?
Qualify, bro.
What was that stat?
What?
Oh wait, never mind. I read it wrong.
Newman's also hell of a hot lapper.
I read it wrong. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I was like, what?
and, yeah, Newman's rocking, dude. Okay.
Literally.
All right. Thank you, Dylan. I knew you were coming back.
I just muted myself like an idiot.
That was smart.
It's better that way.
Okay.
There
Alright.
we go.
Are you ready, DCD, for the tough?
Give me one. I'm good.
Okay. Are you sharing everybody? So you're just gonna go to it.
Yeah, I'll make it easy.
All right, bet. All right. So for your truck pick, for the best throwback paint scheme,
Probably.
who you got? Well, share screen.
I know.
Are you?
Any day now. Oh, I got my truck one easily.
I feel like the truck is it's one option here.
No. It's,
Okay, then I definitely feel like we're different
yeah.
because mine's not a great paint scheme, but it's my childhood. You know, when I watched the truck races. So.
I know what it is.
Same.
God bless.
You want to put the numbers up, Dylan? So see if you actually know what truck I'm talking about. I won't say yes or no. I just want to see it in my brain.
Wait,
Are you okay?
is Dunboy going?
No, you sir.
Well, I was trying to get it to work, but it won't let me do it. So
Okay.
So what?
I'll go first if you want me to go.
I got. Do you have it on your computer to share your screen? Or no?
Listen, man, you know how hard it was to get me on Zoom? You think I know how to share my screen?
Right.
so
Okay.
it's not. Gonna
I
work.
can show you a picture of my phone.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. So
That's fine.
Alright.
Let's do that because this ain't.
Well, then
letting me do it.
I'll. Why don't we all just go truck real quick, and then we can get.
Okay. Hold on.
All right, truck
Hold on.
for me.
I gotta find it. Hold on. Scroll down.
Dude, that's exactly what's going through my head.
All right, I'm
All
ready.
right, you ready?
Oh, Dylan.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, you can show it on. So we say number, you show it.
All
Yeah,
right.
we're doing this.
What are
Yeah.
you doing?
Do y'all see it?
We say
I
number, he shows it on the screen.
Oh, okay, bet that's easy. Okay.
All right, I gotta keep my phone because I got
The trucks, right?
Sí,
Yeah.
senor.
Yeah, sure.
All right, well, Dumboy, are you going first and showing us yours?
Well, sure. 45.
All right. Well, that's not on here. That's gonna be
I
awkward.
know. It's
Well,
really just a Reddit. It's on Reddit. It's
I also have the 45. It's not going to be as cool as him sharing the screen, but oh wait, where's the camera at?
He's over here off the screen.
Oh, that was dope. Wait, what throwback is that? To who?
Adam Petty, I believe.
Okay.
Sick
Yeah,
truck.
same picture.
Yeah, it is
Yep.
sick. It looks great.
Eric, do y'all see it now?
No.
No.
Jesse Johnson.
I'm
screen is
looking at
broken.
Jimmy Johnson.
I see Damon tag on Twitter.
Oh,
I have a
that's-
Twitter, guys. Go look at it.
Where do you
Don't
see that?
type
I
in
don't see
P.
Okay.
that.
Do it, Dylan. Do it for the memes.
Yeah, this
Points leader.
Do y'all see it now?
No.
No.
See.
Oh,
Oh, there we
there
go.
we
There
go.
we go. There we go.
All right.
Look at that
Alright.
sick.
All right. So
Adam
this is
Petty,
DCD
throwback.
and Hunter's brother.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Mitch, which one's yours?
11.
Is
Okay.
That, is that on the?
Yeah, it should be. It's on
Yeah,
mine.
I know it.
There we go.
Dirty scumbag.
It looks like that good old red horse racing truck back in the day.
Well, that was gonna be mine, so I'm gonna switch it up and go with the one above. I don't know if it's a
Just keep
throwback,
it.
but it's a throwback to Corey LaJoy. To
Right?
himself.
Just keep it. We already have two of the other ones.
I just like I always watch when I watch. I remember Timothy Peters in the 11. So
Yep.
All right.
Same.
I gotta do mine.
those films are good.
I'm sorry I stole yours.
Yeah, you're fucking whore. Oh my god, Shake, are you gonna take the Trippy car? I said Shake, Hunter.
No, dude, that car had me.
You're not gonna pick that one.
I couldn't sleep last
where-
night after looking at it.
Dude, my screen is going all cattywampus.
Patty Wampus.
Do y'all see the throwback on here?
Uh,
Here it is. The 42. You see that the the Worldwide Express?
It's that Dale Jarrett Snickers.
No. It's the actual UPS truck that was raced on the commercial.
okay.
It's pretty dope.
Oh, I'm dead.
Yeah, it's pretty dope. All right.
I mean, it's
Why-
basically
why-
Gorilla Joy scheme, but okay.
I think me and Mitch are gonna have the same one here in Xfinity.
Xfinity. Who do y'all got? DCD.
For my third place, the
Is that a
7
junior throwback?
The what?
the 7 car.
The 7 car. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It
And
is
yes, Damon, that was a junior throwback, which actually isn't on my list.
right here. There it is.
Yes.
All right. P2.
P2, Jeffrey Earnhardt in the 40, one of those numbers. I don't know.
There's a lot of
Someone's
good Xfinity schemes.
There's
That one.
45.
Earnhardt.
What is that throwing back to?
Dale Earnhardt.
Wheaties
like
car.
87.
Oh, okay, cool.
Number 1, 25.
Ooh.
Ooh, that is beautiful.
Okay.
I like that.
Wait, so are we going 3, 2, 1 here?
Yeah.
Mhm.
No,
Oh.
it's
I-
we're doing 3, 2, 1. Yeah.
All right.
No.
So.
No.
Yeah.
No.
No. Yeah.
All
no.
right. So I
Absolutely not.
Hunter,
I had the 25 as my number 3.
You tell me your favorite first.
25 is your number 3. Okay.
The 45 was my number 2,
Oh wow.
and number 1 was the 43 car. Which is it on there? Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty badass. I like that
Trash.
one.
Go back to Jeremy Clemens.
Trash.
It was throwback to Kevin Harvick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
very-
I know. It just looks like I
How is that trash?
It's inverted. They did the fucking trash one. The normal
I
one
actually-
is the black is where the silver and the silver is where the black.
I
That's your
agree.
typical.
This is trash.
Yeah,
Listen,
this is
man.
ass, bro.
Okay,
They fucked
David,
up.
give me your 3.
It's okay. It's okay.
You know what? I take it back. You know what?
It's
Give me the hippie car. Give me the 38.
That's not a throwback. That's just a car on acid.
Nah, but the 78, it's not a throwback at all, but I do like that. This
78's
week.
a throwback.
That's what Kyle Busch's car looks like
Or-
to him after he.
Or
uses
no,
the
maybe
YouTube.
that's for Cup. Never mind. I'm
Yeah,
thinking
you
Jacob
talking
Brown.
about the party bus?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
78 for Cup is pretty
Yeah.
dope this week.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna start with an honorable mention because I have 4 actually. My honorable mention is the 21.
Can you do something for me?
Oh, I can't.
Oh, I forgot the 98's Ken Block. R.I.P.
21?
And then number 3 is the 98 Ken Block. As I just saw this one, 78 of Junior. Well, it's not Junior, it's Anthony Alfredo, but 78 throwback to Junior
Yeah.
is son of a bitch, I lost it. And then the number 2 is my number 1.
Oh, the number. Okay.
Number 2 is my number 1. That was a little. I see where you got lost there, Dylan.
I was like, And then here's the number 1. All right, Mitch, what you got?
I had a really tough time with Xfinity.
2,
Oh,
21,
really
43.
tough time. I'm gonna start off with a honorable mention to the 00 car. It's a throwback to Jason Leffler. Grew up watching him, cheered him up. My third favorite is the the 1 car. You can go right back to it. Kind of worked out. There we go. Sick. My number 2. I hate to do this to you. It's gonna be the 2. And
Finish it.
my number 1
Is the 1.
is gonna be the 02 of Blaine Perkins.
Oh God, that's not on here. Hold on. Give me a second.
The hell is the O2?
Yeah, I didn't see this one. If it's good, I'd like to change my list.
This one?
How the fuck do I?
This one?
No. It's a Harvick throwback.
Search
payday?
2023.
Yeah.
Is it the payday rate? Like at the, I just tried to point on the screen, like you all could
Yeah.
see me.
Yeah, the payday.
Oh, top left.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that sick ass fucking car. I had to, bro. That
Yeah.
thing is fucking beautiful.
And they even got the sponsor. That's
Bro, everything.
that's crisp.
Nuts. They got nuts on it.
Yeah, they got nuts on it, dude.
If it's not the same
Hold up,
number,
wait,
which
keep it there. Oh.
I
It's not
gotta
the
tell
same
you though,
number,
this is.
which takes
I'm
points off
glad
of
that I got the Harvick throwbacks through Xfinity because Cup Series let me down.
Yeah. And there's also a Harvick throwback on your screen as well. Mitch?
I'm about to throw it
What?
back, if you know what I mean.
Now look to your left.
Oh,
Yeah.
like the car. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Alright,
bro?
so I picked from here. I have my number 3 is the Dale Jr. throwback from Anthony Alfredo. My number 2 is the okay, I guess it's not on here. I thought it was on here. Okay. This will be my number 2. This has been done in Cup for like every year, but
Every year. Yeah.
it still looks good. Since my number 2 is actually not on here, I just had to throw one on there. And then for my number 1, it's going to be the 2 car of Sheldon Creed. I just love the paint scheme. It's just so simple. It's beautiful. I love it. So, and now for Cup, DCD. You're going to make me go everywhere.
Alright,
What
to
the
start
fuck?
my 5th, you can have the
Sorry, my shit's
51.
bugging right now.
The 51. Chris.
Rocket Man. Rocket Man.
I like that. And just nice and simple. Nice like his
Does-
old days. I like it.
Does he sit on the pole though?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
He'll get it. He'll get it.
That's not a good.
Yeah, this is the one you were talking about, by the way.
What
That-
pole are we
Yeah, that
talking
thing is
about?
sick.
Yeah, it is sick.
It's a shame that BJ McLeod's driving
DCD?
it, but
You got P2?
My number 4 will be the 1 car.
Wait, are we doing 5 for Cup?
yeah.
Yeah.
Good, because there's a lot of good Cup ones.
The number 1, you said?
Yes. That is
Okay.
my 4th one. Number 3 will be the 9 car.
Okay. Happy Mother's Day.
I didn't even see that. Number
Yeah,
2.
Me
you can
either.
scroll down 1 and go to Corey LaJoy.
Okay.
And number 1, I have Eric Almirola. I don't care.
I like it. Hunter, what you got?
All right. So I have an honorable mention for this, and it's the 42 car.
Okay.
My number 5 is the number 22. I
Okay.
know it's been done before in the trucks, but I still think it looks good.
No, it does. I honestly, I like it better with the next gen number being where it is because it lines up with the lines. Beautiful.
My number 4 is the 54.
Ooh.
Actually, yes.
Although I'm hoping the card looks a little bit better in person than it does on here. It's supposed to be like a, don't get offended anyway, the Redskins throwback for Joe Gibbs.
Yeah.
They're not the Redskins.
It was the Redskins back then, damn it.
They're the Commanders.
Uh,
Or the Washington Foreskins.
Number 3 was the 51. Oh, wait a minute. I completely missed one. I'd like to bump my list back one more and make the 51 number 4. I'm very sorry. Because my number 3 is the 20 car.
Okay.
I completely
Toy car
forgot.
is ugly as hell.
Yeah, it's lucky. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
it's
ugly.
it's hard to do what they're trying to do with a newer car. All right,
Oh, 20,
Yeah,
I
they
like the
shouldn't
20.
have tried.
What do you
It's
mean?
ugly.
as hell.
It's
I
a
low-key
matte
like the
tinted
20.
throwback. I like it. I respect
Ugly
it.
as hell.
Whatever, man.
That thing looks like Brad Keselowski's 2 front teeth.
My number 2. My number 2 is the 1 car,
Okay.
You're number 1.
and my number 1 is the 9 car.
Right, yeah, that one was obvious.
Yeah,
Just sick.
it does look
And-
good. I like
And
it.
my worst car goes to the number 4 car.
Yeah, I
Hands
I
down,
agree.
actually.
I agree. That car is
Actually,
that is the worst
Like-
thing I've ever
That
seen
is
in my
the-
life.
no.
I
No,
like
that-
the car itself, but it's not a throwback. It's
That is
fucking
the
Well,
second
it's,
worst
tech-
car.
it's technically a throwback to his debut, like his first.
Yeah, it has the same fucking.
That is the second
No,
worst
it
car.
doesn't.
It
His
ain't
debut
the
car was
same
supposed to be
fucking
blue and yellow.
Yes.
It's
Well,
the
no,
best
it's like when he first started racing. That's his throwback.
Yeah, I
That's his
knew where
throwback.
we were going with that. Just because. Yeah. All right, Damon.
All right, I'm in a pickle here. I have 8 on my list.
All right, you're picking
Oh
the
my-
top 5 of those.
Wait a
I
minute,
did-
damn it,
I did
damn it,
not
damn it.
prepare for
Be-
this.
Before you go, I need to apologize again.
For what?
I'm keeping my number 1. I'm keeping my number 1, but I forgot, bro. Number 2 is actually the 21 car. Everything else just moves down a spot. The 21 car is sick.
I have that on my list.
Okay,
Spoiler alert.
so there you go.
All right,
Throwback to his dad. I love
all right,
that.
Hunter, stop talking. It's my turn.
Yes, sir.
Okay, hey, I can pick the worst car for everybody, and it's the 4 car. That thing makes me want to like gouge my eyes out.
Denny Hamlin's is the worst, actually.
He literally did this last
same
year.
car he ran last year. Yeah.
All right, honorable mention. Oh my god, I'm in a pickle, dude. The 24 car I'll have as an honorable mention. One of my many honorable mentions, actually.
I like the whole field.
I'll have, dude. I do. I'm not like
I just hope everybody has fun.
I don't like Eric Almirola's though. I don't think that's a good junior throwback, but. So I guess the 1 car is another honorable mention.
Okay. We've seen
And
that one.
my last honorable mention, I'm sorry, but they all need a shout out here. They all need some loving. Will be. Oh my god, I'm gonna kill myself. I don't know. The 41 car, just because I feel like these other cars are too special.
41.
Sorry. All right.
Yeah, that was to his dad, right?
Yeah, Priest's
Yeah,
late,
Jeff-
dad
Jeff
late
Priest.
model.
Yeah.
All right. Now my real list begins.
I wish that
Number-
was like a real scheme.
Oh, that wasn't it.
No, that was my honorable mention.
No.
Oh my lord.
I'm sorry. All these deserve some love, man. All right. The 5th on my list, I'm gonna go with
That's
the
how I
9
felt
car.
about Xfinity.
5th on your list, the 9 car.
Disrespectful.
That's,
4th on my list is the 22.
okay.
3rd,
Why does that look like a Ferrari?
It looks beautiful. It's awesome.
Oh no, it does.
Hate the joke.
I love the red, white, and blue too.
Yeah.
The-
3rd on my list is gonna be the 48.
Okay.
Ooh, I did not expect anyone to use this one.
That's a good ass paint scheme. I like it.
It was clean.
Number 2. Actually, I'm gonna skip to number 1 because drum roll please. Number 1 on my list is the 21 car. And the 51 is second. I don't know what to do. There's so many more good ones than just 8, but if I had to pick a list,
So 21 and 51, right?
21 then 51. Yeah.
Okay. All right, Mitch, what do you got?
I'm gonna start off with an honorable mention.
Oh my god. Sorry. I
Just
had to-
one.
I just had
Just
to pay him
one.
back.
You had 10.
Yeah, he did a
Hey,
top 10
three.
list.
Field.
I had 3.
He ranked the whole
Uh,
field for us.
I didn't have
Yeah,
enough time to
okay.
prepare.
He
right?
told
I
us
was like,
where
"Chucky."
the top 10's going to finish. It was crazy.
Alright, I'll fuck myself, guys. Don't worry.
So I'm gonna start off with the the 12 as an honorable mention.
Yes. By
I
the
think
way,
that's
this should
all
be
set.
the actual paint scheme.
I agree.
I
think it's
agree.
sick.
Look at those lines. Chef's kiss.
Moving on to 5th, I got the 9 car.
Okay. I think so. The 9 is in all of our lists.
Yep. Moving on to 4th, I have the 10 car.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Beautiful paint scheme.
That car's
That's
ugly.
amazing. That car is amazing.
I think this is controversial, but I think it works better with the new number placement.
I agree. Moving into 3rd, sick ass paint scheme as well. Gotta go with the 21. That 21 is
Gotta do something for me.
beautiful. Beautiful. Moving into 2nd, gotta go with the 45.
Ooh.
I like the 45.
Trash.
Sick.
And
That's
number 1 is
sick.
the 4 car.
Number 1 is number 1.
That is smooth. Anyways, that is awesome. I'm glad you picked those. Those are good picks.
Can't wait for it to be
I
crumbled.
cannot remember exactly what I did, so I'm gonna just load them up here. Pick number 5. Do y'all see this? Y'all see this, right?
Yeah.
I see it. But
Okay. The 45.
Beautiful. Sharpie.
Pick number 4 is the Jimmy Johnson throwback to slash Coke
Nice
600.
surprise.
Number 3 is the beautiful. They even got the sponsor, UPS.
Yeah, they got UPS.
I
for it,
hope
yeah.
that car is browner than it is on the picture.
I think it will be. And
I hope it's crumbled at the end of the race.
I'm picking the Chase Elliott only just because they got the number font exactly correct, and it just looks good. There's nothing. I don't think it's the better throwback. I just love the scheme.
Wait. Is it gonna have the green roof number though?
It better not.
No way. There's no way.
Now pick number 1. And the reason why this is pick number 1 is because of what it is. Okay, this is the throwback to the top 50 drivers on the drivers list, and they're using it in the top 75 year. Ain't this beautiful? That's just. So this scheme was a tribute to the top 50 drivers. And then now they're using it again to a throwback. And the same, it's just, I love that.
The thing about it though, I love the scheme.
I don't like that car, honestly.
I love it. I made that car back in NASCAR 14 the game and it came out great. But the thing I don't like about this is I think the stripe for it on each side, the front and the rear, it needs to be thicker. It was not that thin on the older cars. It was so much thicker. It was more like, I don't know, bigger.
I think it looks good. I love it though. It could be critiqued just a little bit, but same number, same car, and I just love that it was a throwback to the top 50 drivers. I thought that was cool. So, anyways, that's all we had. So we can stop sharing the screen.
I get to see your beautiful faces again.
Woo! All right, we're an hour and 38 minutes into the stream, so it is time for picks for the weekend.
Yeah,
Y'all
I'll start
ready?
us off, I guess.
Ready.
Truck Series race. It's tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. It's the Buckle Up South Carolina 200. It's 147 laps for 200.8 miles. You can catch it on FS1 or MRN if you're listening to the radio. Hunter, who you got for your suck pick?
My suck pick. Matt DiBenedetto.
Valid. DCD?
Suck pick William Byron.
Really?
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Damon.
Nicholas Sanchez.
You guys are all surprising me. Dylan, what you got?
I'm gonna go Roger Caruth just because the mistake last week. I think he'll do another little mistake at a track that you can't. So
I can see that. I'm gonna go with Bubba Wallace. I think he runs like ass. Shocker. Who you got having a good run, Hunter?
Bubba Wallace.
That's interesting. I wonder how that's gonna work out.
One of us is gonna look really smart. One of us is gonna look really dumb.
I'll join the train a little later.
Alright, who's next?
What train are you, John?
Corey LaJoy's going to have a good run.
Valid.
I got Johnny Sauter having a good run.
Is he in the 04 again?
Yep.
I think you're insane. Dylan?
Willie B. We'll have a good one.
I can see it. I'm going to go with Corey LaJoy as well. I think he's going to have a really good run.
Yeah, I can't see the entry list, which is crazy.
Who you got winning, Hunter?
William Byron.
Okay. Could see it. Could see it.
All right. Well, I got Bubba winning.
This guy hasn't pissed off any truck drivers that I know of yet. I got the watermelon man, Ross Chastain.
Dylan?
I'm mad that I just now saw the entry list because I would have picked Ross, but I'm actually I'm sticking with my pick, Bubba Wallace.
I gotta double up with Damon. It's gonna be a watermelon type of show.
Double up with Damon. Double D's. All right. On that note, I'll read Xfinity off. All right. Oh God, this one's gonna make me act up.
What?
You okay?
I need more.
I'm not, dude.
I need more.
I'm crying, dog. All right. They're at Darlington Raceway for the Shriners Children's 200. I'm sorry. I just can't keep a straight face right now. All right. Shriners Children's 200. 147 laps. 200 miles on on Fox. Wait, am I reading the right one? That's on Fox? Wow. That's stupid. All right. It's on Fox May 13th.
How is the truck race?
Yeah, I'm about
147 laps, 200.8 miles. But the Xfinity race is 147 laps, but 200.1 miles. How is it
They can
shorter?
go fast.
1 kilometer, 1 miles.
All right, it's on Fox May 13th,
What?
1:30 p.m. You can also listen to it on MRN radio. I'm gonna keep my thoughts to myself on this one, or I'm gonna make this a 2-hour-long podcast. Dunboy, who is your suck pick?
My suck pick is Kyle Larson.
Oh God.
Mitch?
Ty Dillon, hands down.
Hunter?
Ryan Truex.
You don't think he runs good?
I think he's on too big of a high after Dover, and I think he
I don't
struggles
even
this
remember
week.
Dover.
Imagine.
But Mark Truex is good at Darlington.
All right, Dylan, who's
here's
sucking?
Other tips.
Stephen Parsons.
He's racing? Okay. I'll go Ryan. I'll go Joe Graff Jr.
Hell yeah.
That dude fucking sucks, dude. I'm sorry, but Ryan Truex shows him up in the 19. All right. Who's gonna have a good run, done boy?
Josh Berry.
Mitchell.
I think John Hunter. You know, he's only got 2 finishes outside of the top 10 this year. I think he's gonna add another top 10.
Hunter.
Going out on a limb here. Ty Dillon.
Dylan.
I'm sticking with Ty Dillon.
This one pains me to say because this dude also sucks massive balls. I think Brandon Jones is gonna have a good run.
I hope not.
Pains me. All right, who's winning, done boy?
Ross Chastain.
Mitchell.
I think we're gonna see a 3-car battle at the end. I think it's gonna come
Like
down
last
to exactly. I think it's gonna come down to the 10, the 16, and the 18. And I think
Here we
that
go
the
with the 16.
takes it home.
The what? The what number?
The 16.
Hunter,
Do you not
who's
know
winning?
who's driving the 16?
I have no idea who's driving the 16.
The
Chandler.
same person that's been driving it all year. What do you
Chandler
mean?
Smith.
Oh yeah, I forgot. That's
That's why I'm like, why do y'all seem confused? Like,
So again, for who's gonna win, I'm going out on a limb again. I'm very upset that you mentioned him now. I think Brandon Jones is gonna win.
Fuck that guy.
y'all are wild. Brandon
Wild.
Jones,
Brandon Jones is gonna win.
he talks like he's from Georgia.
Dylan, who's winning?
You know who's winning? The
fans.
One of the yes, the fans are about to win this weekend. I know for a doubt, but who's really going to win is Sheldon Creed in that 2-car. So last year it was him, Noah, and Kyle Larson beating and banging to the finish line. I think him and Larson will be out there again.
I got
Too bad the 16 is going to beat him out.
Kyle Larson. Yeah, you also think AJ Allmendinger is going to win 3 races. Guess what car number he drives? 16. So I mean, you just must have a.
You just give the 16 bad luck.
Yeah,
This is
You're
what
running out
happens.
of time.
Dude,
You're
he
running out of
He'd
time.
already win 4 races by now if you didn't say something.
Yeah, he'd be the points leader if you didn't run your damn mouth. All right.
Well, the 16 has won in Xfinity. Though,
If he
so.
win, if Allmendinger wins a race, I quit.
You quit what, life or?
Right, yeah.
Hey,
let's
Fuck around, find out. All right.
Well, we're gonna find out.
That's what Ross said. That's what Ross said last weekend. No
Throw
one
hands
found
up.
out. Okay.
Grab me. I'm gonna tell you to stop it.
Fuck around and find out. I'm gonna wreck you, but then I'm gonna beat you up. No, I'm just kidding. He ain't wrecking.
Let's get on with
Moving
it.
on.
Who's going? Okay, I guess I'll do this.
You're fucking right.
It is the Goodyear 400 at Darlington Raceway, May 14, 2023 at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on FS1, not on Fox, even though Xfinity's on Fox. MRN, it is, I don't see the laps on my computer, sorry, I apologize. Either way, it's 400 miles.
293 laps,
Yeah.
400.2 miles.
293 laps,
Yes.
Yes.
400 miles. Wow, that's something.
Yeah. That's a lot.
400.2 miles specifically.
So,
That's an
Who?
Allmendinger guy right there.
who is going to suck? DCD?
Suck pick, Ross Chastain.
Let's go, Damon.
Everybody Ross Chastain has an issue with except Denny Hamlin.
So the whole
So pull Gregson.
so the whole field, but Hamlin sucks.
Yeah.
So
Pull
Hamlin's gonna win.
and Gregson, those guys. They're gonna suck.
Okay. Mitch, who you got?
Ty Gibbs.
That's a
He's
good
gonna struggle in the long run.
Hunter?
I hate going after people. Ty Gibbs. Ty Gibbs is going to struggle.
For myself, I'm picking. Who did I actually pick? I just picked someone.
Let Hunter go first for the good run, so he
Yeah,
can be happy.
yeah.
Nobody's picking my good run. I guarantee it. And if you do, you're fake.
Ryan Blaney.
I had it.
It's gonna suck this week.
I want to change my bad answer to a real answer, and Brad Keselowski is gonna suck.
And Hunter, who's gonna be the good run since
It's gonna shock you all. Josh Berry is gonna run top 10 this week.
I almost actually literally debated doing him the same because I think he's gonna be really good at saving tires.
So who is your good run?
Chase Elliott. I think this is gonna be the first race that we see him really like competitive.
Chase Briscoe.
Chase Briscoe.
Ooh.
Who you got, DCD?
My good run is Eric Jones.
Eric Jones.
Yeah, very valid. 2 wins there.
Very valid.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna
Very
go
valid.
with his teammate.
Under 30.
There's gonna be a
With 2
punch
wins.
right under his belt. Noah Gregson has a good run this week.
I agree.
The only reason I have a good run is because he wants to get to that watermelon guy.
Yeah, he's just chasing after that one.
Brennan Poole going to be so bad, he's going to see the watermelon guy all race.
Just lapped. All right. Now, who is our winner? Who is either getting more wins this year or locking themselves into the playoffs?
Hunter, you
I
get
have
the
an
honors
honorable
at first.
mention for a good run. Ryan Newman, top 25. Book.
Ooh. I'm actually going to say top 15 in that 15 car. Or 51, sorry. I'm going to say that.
For my win, I think we get a new winner this week. I think Ryan Blaney gets it done.
You're a fucking pig, dude. You're a pig. You're a pig.
All right, Damon, who you got?
Well, I had Blaney, but I don't want to be like Hunter. So I'll pick.
Should let me go first.
I'll pick Denny Hamlin to go back to back.
Oh.
Back to back. Oh yeah.
I mean, he could.
He said the month of May he was gonna pop off. He said on his podcast.
Fucking Hunter, man.
Mitch, who you got?
I gotta go with the first time winner here. I think we're gonna see back-to-back Darlington wins out of Legacy Motor Club, and it's gonna be Noah Gregson collecting the first W.
Did you say back-to-back wins?
Back-to-back
for Legacy
Darlington.
Motor Club. Yeah. Darlington. Sorry, I should have specified that. My fault. But
Wait, what?
Southern Ford.
Oh, okay. I forgot about
Throwback
that.
weekend wins.
Wow, they won last year. Wow, I didn't totally forgot about that.
DC, who you got?
Kyle Larson avenges last week.
until he gets bumped from behind.
Or
by
forgets
Noah
he's on
Gregson.
stream.
I picked the
He's
one
on the
driver
stream
who
of
I,
life.
I'm in my mood tonight, boys.
the one driver who I thought who I want to pick is Chase. I think he'll run second. But he's
Somebody
gonna
said
run,
Bubba after, that would have been awkward.
he's gonna run second to his teammate Willie B. Dude, I've been on a William Byron kick all year. It's just he's been fast.
He's been so good.
And last year he got bumped by the 22. I think he's a better driver than he was last year. And I just think he's gonna be bad fast. So the 24 wins.
I can agree with that.
I can too.
I can too.
Sure.
It's gonna be someone else though.
I just want to be involved.
And so next year, since we have a big panel now, I do want to start collecting points for this, and like having like a battle, and you know,
We get started now.
I swept the weekend once, so I mean,
yeah, that's pretty cool. I think you get double points if you sweep the weekend.
I'm just
that's
saying,
never gonna happen again.
I swept opening weekend of the preseason with
Speaking on
Truex
that,
at Clash.
I'm gonna start recording my
That's
points
true.
then. Who did I pick to win?
I don't ever win shit. Ever.
I don't even know who I picked to win. I forget. Hamlin.
By the way, I got my wheel set up now, and my whole
Sick.
dude, I got everything set up. Like
Lars.
this is the most beautiful setup I've done yet. I can't wait till I put the flags up on the walls and all my NASCAR. You can't see it, but
Like rebel flags?
no, I'm not. I'm not Southern.
What are you doing?
Me or him?
Him!
Me?
DCD.
Oh.
I'm looking at
Okay,
something.
there's
He's
like,
sending a dick pic.
He's comparing
No,
it to the
flashlight
pin size.
on.
Like, see, bitch, it's not even half.
So there's flags. There's a bunch of diecast. There's flags,
Sorry.
a bunch of diecast, trailers, and then I also have a hood that'll be in here as well.
You should, like, just give that to me.
No, like I know.
I'll give you this car.
I don't know if that's worse as a friend or wait.
I give you the shirt.
I mean, I think Dunboy will give you something else.
Yeah.
That's for your sister.
Okay, she's fine.
Happy birthday.
She get done with the
anyway,
laundry?
so.
That's the way you said it.
You get done with the what?
All right.
No, I think we're definitely gonna
You
end off
helped
here.
her with laundry,
I'm
though,
so
right?
tired.
I think we all are. We're all going delusional.
Delusional.
Yeah.
Why don't you answer me?
End it, Dylan.
All right. Well, anyways,
Before
hope y'all
we
have
get
a good
too
night.
offhand.
Anything y'all have to say before we end it off?
Happy Mother's Day to the lucky mothers, and tell your grandmas for next week.
Yep. Bring your grandmas back.
Grandma special next week.
Yeah. Bring the grannies. Happy
Milf.
Mother's Day to your mom. I love you.
Yeah, man.
And
My number's in description if they want a good time on Mother's Day.
All right. Anyways, I'll see